forewarned long ago. You always hear that no country in their right mind would invade the U.S. because if they did, they would be killed by the citizens because of our firearms. Yeah, that's not working out too well, is it? Chemical warfare. That's what it is. That's all it is. Fentanyl is chemical warfare. It is being perpetrated on our youth and our society as warfare. We've all heard of the quiet weapons for silent wars or silent weapons for quiet wars. That's what this is. It is easy. An expert can see it. Normal people should be able to see it. A drug dealer sells drugs to make money. A drug dealer doesn't make money when his product kills people. From an expert. You don't even have to be an expert to know that. If you sell drugs and people are dying from it, you're probably going to prison, but before that, you're going to lose your customer base in death and in rumors. People are going to hear it. They're not going to buy your dope. So if you are a professional drug dealer, you will cut your dope with something like isotol or whatever, but you're not going to cut it with something that kills your customers. That's defeating the purpose of being a professional drug dealer. When Mexico in the 1800s made it a policy that they were going to take back from Texas to California all the land that the U.S. government took from them, they made several attempts, but it didn't work. The thought was shelved, but it has been revived. You have cartel dons who were making money through the CIA, the State Department, whoever, the U.S. government, making money from the U.S. government, flying in drugs. We all remember Slick Willie in Arkansas, flying drugs. We know about the C-130s and the cocaine. I mean, we know all of that. But then all of a sudden, you have the heroin is all of a sudden being acquired from Afghanistan. Only because we went into Afghanistan and started the opium trade again. We bumped it up. Cartel dons, they don't like losing tens of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So you have cartels that are shipping hundreds of tons of cocaine to the U.S. All of a sudden, boom, they're busted. The shipment gets taken. No one's getting paid. They're losing money. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. China is an enemy. The fentanyl is coming from China. You bring it up through the border because, hey, it's open, and you conduct warfare, chemical warfare. First, you send in the troops. The troops have the weapons. People are taking a Xanax laced with fentanyl. It's a fake Xanax with fentanyl in it. They're dead. They're not ODing because they shot too much dope. They're ODing because they've been poisoned. Xanax and opiates are not the same thing. People going to trip on some MDMA. Nope. Fentanyl pill. Dead. It's kind of like, Ukraine gets their weapons from the U.S. and Europe. The cartels are getting their weapons from China. And the weapon is fentanyl. A lot of Venezuelans coming up. These are not drug dealers making money. These are assassins. These are troops. They're killing Americans on purpose. Any professional drug dealer current or ex will tell you that you don't make money from dead customers. It's common sense. You don't cut your dope to make it more potent. You cut your dope to make you more money. Nobody cuts 2 pounds of cocaine with a pound of cut in order to up the potency. You want to make more product, so you make more money. These people are making pills that are counterfeits, and they're putting in lethal doses of fentanyl. This is chemical warfare. And until people realize that it's chemical warfare, more people are going to die in this drug war. There is a whole lot that has created this problem. Making a deal with the cartel devils and then reneging on that deal, what do you think? They're just going to sit back and say, oh, well, you know they're not going to send a Colombian hit squad up here. They may send it for one person, but that's because that one person screwed them over. They're going to send troops with weapons, and the weapons are not going to be black powder, lead, and steel. These are chemical weapons. It doesn't take a law enforcement professional to see this. Any ex or current drug dealer worth his salt can tell you that this is not good business practice. You do not kill customers. Therefore, something else must be going on. Nobody makes a counterfeit pill that is going to be a Xanax, which is a mellow pill, and put a lethal dose of a drug in it in order to kill their customers because they enjoy selling drugs to their customer. They're going to kill them because that is their mission. That's what they are paid to do. They are being paid to distribute fentanyl laced, and I mean high dosage laced drugs in order to kill the populace. It's simple. I know what I'm talking about. I am an expert. I did control 95% of all drugs going into a county. I never stepped foot in jail. Yes, the sheriff department knew it. Of course they did. You don't stay that big, that long without the sheriff department knowing about it. It's all a big scam. Somebody is making money and somebody is getting revenge. That's all it is, and that's all it ever is. Don't make money selling drugs to dead people. That means they're not selling drugs. They are intentionally assassinating American citizens. They're getting them from China. China's bringing it to the South American borders. They run it right up through. Now all of a sudden you got this influx of Venezuelans. Used to be Mexicans crossing. Well, anybody can cross. But no, now it's a lot of Venezuelans. You know what's going on in Venezuela, I would hope. This is totally ridiculous. When I was taking fentanyl for cancer, it was 200, not milligrams, micrograms. 200 micrograms every 3 days. Micrograms. 2 milligrams? 2 milligrams will kill you. The pharmaceutical grade fentanyl says you should only take 100 micrograms every 3 days. But I was terminal, so I was taking 200 micrograms every 3 days. 1,500 milligrams of morphine, milligrams, and then the 680 milligram oxycodones. So I know a little bit about opiate. And the 9 years that I was rolling, around 38 grand a week, I know a little bit about narcotics. You don't cut your dope to make it more potent to the point that it kills people. You cut your dope to make more money, to make more product. People need to wake up. There is a war going on, not just for our minds, but the war is for our country. They said they were going to take it back, and that was in the 1800s. Looks like they've done a pretty good job, but now they've sent in the ground forces with weapons. And these weapons are chemicals. And this is chemical warfare.